miss. I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. No second guess it, I let it set in. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. This is Danny G sitting alongside Miley and Jimmer tonight. Rio, once again on vacation. We'll have him back for the next episode, though. We're going to go ahead and kick this bad boy off. We got a lot going on out there. NBA Finals, a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
So what's up, Jimmer?
We'll kick her off right there then. Celtics beat the Warriors 116-100 to take a 2-1 lead in the NBA Finals. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was literally basically no bench play from either team.
Yeah.
It was all stars in that one. Curry, I saw, got a little banged up in the third quarter. He said he's good, or he's good enough to go, that he will play in Game 4.
Was that Al Horford where he stepped under him, I think, on the shot?
And he was down crying or screaming?
Oh, maybe it was after then. No. There was one play where Horford got a flagrant, which was kind of weird because he went to block him, but he was kind of in the way of the landing or whatever, and so his foot landed on him. They called the flagrant, but he wasn't crying after that, so I don't know.
Well, no, I don't know about crying, but I guess he was down. Even in the article, it even said that he was down for several minutes, and then he was yelping in pain.
Oh, okay. Nope, definitely different play.
Okay.
That sucks. Hopefully he's legit good, though.
Yeah, he probably got one of those shots.
What shot's that? Please educate us, Miles. You
Is
can't
it?
just say the shot, especially during this 2020 to 2022 range.
What do they call that? Probably pretty much like pure heroin. Here, take it. Go play again.
Pure heroin. That's what they're doing.
Man.
I don't know. It's got to be some kind of pain reliever.
Oh, it's definitely a pain reliever. I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, something, cortisone, something like that.
Oh, there you go. That's what I was looking for.
Now I'm drawing a blank. Were you on the Celtics?
No, Golden State.
So you still feel confident?
Yeah, they just have to get one in Boston, and they're back on track. It's going to be 7, though.
What do you think? I don't even know if we heard what his was. Did he ever tell us?
I never made a pick, but
no.
I got to go with the Warriors.
You go with the Warriors, huh?
I don't want to. You have to.
No, you don't have to. So here's soapbox time. So sick and tired of fucking Draymond Green. So sick and tired of it.
I can get behind that.
Not only his antics and his bitch fest and this, that, and the other, and that in itself, you're a diminishing star is what has happened. So you use it with pure mouth now. Your stats aren't there. They haven't been there for a few. I think they were there last year, maybe the year before ish. So I was looking at his stats, and that's the other thing I'm tired of. I'm so sick and tired of it. Is such a disrespect to Dennis Rodman for Draymond Green to be in any part of the conversation with him. I think there's plenty of people that didn't. Anyone that brings him up in that conversation obviously didn't watch Dennis Rodman play basketball. That is a horrible combination. You're talking. I don't know if you're trying to think the bad boy thing, and Draymond plays defense, and that's what you're thinking. But no, Dennis Rodman is a completely different animal. All-time great. And Draymond is not an all-time great. Draymond fell in the right place. You could not plug and play him in every NBA team, and he would be the same player. It wouldn't happen. His best season, and this is without me bringing it up. This is just me looking it up the other day. His best season was 14 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. Which that isn't. I'm not saying those are bad numbers. Those aren't all-time great numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm so sick and tired of him being put on this pedestal. He's not special. He works with this system, and that's what it is. It works great for him, absolutely, and he has championships. And unfortunately, it may even put him in the Hall of Fame, but it's going to put him in the Hall of Fame because he was on this team, not because he would have had a Hall of Fame career no matter where he went.
Yeah, I think he would not be the same player if he goes to another team, but he's also the key to them winning championships. If he doesn't play well, they don't win.
Right.
They just are not the same team. But when he plays decent, doesn't turn the ball over, doesn't do dumb shit, fall out again, second time already.
Yeah.
In these finals, when he plays well, they have way better shot.
I'm
to
with
win the
you on that,
championship.
but that's also like they need each other.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh, yeah.
So yes,
Yep.
I'll give you that. But like, do you think that's Hall of Fame worthy though? For real? I don't think that's Hall of Fame worthy. I really don't. There's plenty of sticky glue guys because that's what I think of him as. The sticky glue
That's
guy.
exactly what he is. Yeah.
There's plenty of sticky glue guys in NBA history that were part of big time NBA runs and dynasties that aren't in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry, that's what he is though. He's a sticky glue guy. And we put him and he gets put on this pedestal like he's a superstar. You are not a superstar. You're a star because they won championships and you are a part of that. Like you meld like what you're saying and I agree with you. But that would not translate to another team, and it would not translate to victories for another team. That it's inside this system, but the system also needs him too, or that style of player. So I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Miles, any insight?
He's used to getting plugged and played.
Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah, shout.
I did. So I agree with you for the most part about Draymond, but I did see a comparison earlier. People are going hard because Draymond played like shit, fouled out the other day and everything like that. Somebody actually compared him to Kendrick Perkins when he played, and I was like, hold on, he's better than that. But he's not Dennis Rodman-esque, right? He's like somewhere in the middle there. But I was like, that's rough. Kendrick Perkins was not a good basketball player.
I'm kind of upset that they would compare him to Dennis Rodman.
Kind of. That's what my point. They should be. You should be.
Yeah, like who the hell can go out and party till 4 a.m, wake up, run sprints, and then let's go play a game. Right. In the NBA.
And go get you 16, 17 rebounds on his average night.
On his average night, that's right.
And have
just lay low.
And like, how cool would that be? Party all night, get a throw passes with Michael Jordan at night, and go back again.
And Michael Jordan actually just respects your game. Like he doesn't even mess with you. He messes with almost everybody else, but he doesn't mess with you.
You know, Michael Jordan's like, do you want to go to Vegas for a little bit? You can go. Just come back, please.
I'm sure that's
Shit, let's be real. Mike was out till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning too.
playing
And
cards.
he
He just wasn't getting
He's
hammered.
gambling, yeah.
Yeah,
Smoking cigars and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
No, absolutely. Cooper Kupp and the Rams reach a 3-year, $80 million extension.
Monopoly money.
Yep. I'm just curious where you guys are getting this from.
I kind of watched something yesterday. You know, if you move the comma over, it just keep going and just disappears.
Yeah. That's what it's looking like.
No. So
They kicked everything down the road.
Well,
they
they
get that, but
that's because they're expecting the cap to keep going up.
Yep.
But apparently, from what I heard, is if your owner has a lot of cash, that can be kicked and kicked and kicked because cash to cap is like way different.
Yep.
So if I forget how they break it down, and
basically the owner is paying you everything up front, which you need a owner of cash.
Yep.
But the salary cap gets kicked down the road because you're paying them right now.
Yep. And then you can't use that all against the cap either.
Yep.
Because I forget how it's broken.
But you can't get rid of them either. That's also the thing. Or you can, but it's a mass. Did you see what it would cost the Browns right now to cut Deshaun?
Jesus, yeah.
$230 million. Like in dead money. You wouldn't even be able to pay the rest of your team.
Well, hold on. So Aaron Donald has a no trade clause.
Yep.
Are we
no trade. They can cut him and they lose a lot of money. Or dead cap money.
So were we going Deshaun Watson here? Because I got a theory.
Please inform us of your theory.
Okay.
You have my attention.
Okay, so now you know the Texans are a defendant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's in my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Texans are now a defendant in the case. Mm-hmm. Because they provided the non-disclosures and the hotels.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have a theory that Cleveland will have to eat the money, but they'll get their picks back. I know it sounds weird, but I think so. The Texans are going to get in trouble because now they are involved in this and they did not disclose this to the Browns.
They wouldn't give them back. They would strip them though. They can strip their draft picks, which has been done. The Patriots have lost draft picks.
But I think the Browns would be entitled to their picks back.
No,
because they still got Deshaun.
No, they still got Deshaun. They would just literally have to forfeit them. Texans would. I could that you're 100% right in the aspect that can be a legit punishment that has happened.
Okay.
But they don't. You don't return them.
How shady is that though? You go ahead and bring that up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk about that quick.
Let's get into her here. In fact, it was the very next one. Attorney Tony Busby says the Houston Texans and others will be added as defendants in lawsuits against Deshaun Watson. On Tuesday, the New York Times reported that non-disclosure agreement Watson gave to some of the plaintiffs to sign came from the Texans' director of security, Brent Nakara.
Yeah. So
And
how
there's-
shady is that?
And what was the number?
disclose that?
The number is like a stupid number. It's like over 100.
70 something?
So it's
I thought it-
66 women and 17 months. That is.
Do you have a calculator? Do you remember when Wilt Chamberlain said he had slept with over 10,000 women?
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah, but like I want to know like what that is per day. Or,
Hey,
you know what I'm
wait.
saying? And I bet you that'd be. What is that?
Well, so it's
17 months. Take just the average month is 30 days. 17 divided by 30.
Wait, what?
what?
Or which way am I thinking?
66 women over
No, sorry,
17 months.
17 times 30. 30 days. 17. So you said 17 months.
Yeah. 17
Yeah,
months.
17 times 30. Jesus.
Okay, 510 divide by 66. So he every week he had a new woman.
Every week. Yeah. A massage a week. Right?
When you look at it over 17 months, it doesn't seem as bad.
right. When you
Right.
break it down like that,
Yeah,
it's like
it doesn't
it's a
seem
massage a
Yeah,
week.
it's a massage a week,
Right?
but-
And you play in the NFL. It isn't like we're like what they're doing.
and
Like
they
we're
s-
insurance salesmen or whatever, something like that. Dude's getting hit, you
Yep.
know. So massages are actually a pretty regular thing. So one a week. Evidently, it was a rub and tug or something like that. Or you brush against his backside, and all of a sudden he just turns over, flips over, and sprays.
Right.
I just want to hear the story. Like,
So this is gonna be one hell of a movie, either that makes the major screen, you know, the big screen, or it's gonna be a Lifetime Movie Network one for sure.
Oh, yeah, it could be that. It could be another HBO documentary. Like, we could keep going on these, man.
Jeez.
you're drifting away.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the Texans knew.
Yeah, yep, go ahead.
Yeah, they knew. The trade should be dead. The Browns should not be punished for this.
Oh yeah, yes they should. They knew this too.
No.
Yes, they did. They probably didn't know the extent that the Texans were part of it. They knew about this.
I'm saying the Browns should not be punished.
They should be punished. They're the ones stupid enough to pay $230 guaranteed or
When
whatever
you say
it was.
the Browns shouldn't be punished,
They shouldn't be punished.
like, how do you think
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
going
Well, I
to
guess.
be punished?
Yeah, they're not going to get punished.
because it came out that this was going to be dead in the water and they could get him.
Not dead in the water. They knew he was looking at
Wow,
suspension. But I know
yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So him being suspended is hurting them, is what you're
how
saying?
are they getting punished though?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
That's
to
what he's trying to ask you. How are they getting punished?
The draft picks and the $230 million.
No, they deserve that then because they knew that there was going to be. I thought you meant like something else.
Yeah, me too.
I just he was a.
So you think they should actually benefit and get the picks back and still have Deshaun? That's
I wish there was a way.
intense.
I wish there was a way the NFL could just take the fucking money back from the piece of shit.
Oh, I see.
So what is that?
He's a predator, man. Come on.
Yeah. What was his? Oh, his base salary. That's what it was.
The $1 million this
Yeah.
year. That's genius, but damn, it's dirty.
And that's the reason why the Browns they will not protect the Browns, and that's the reason why because they actually helped a reason to bypass NFL punishment. Basically, the only thing
Yeah.
he's missing at that point now, except for $1 million per game, or not per game for the
For
season.
the season, yeah.
$1 million is literally games, so that's just a pride thing.
Well, is the 66 women that we know of now and over the 17 months, are they the ones that signed NDAs or not?
I think that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah. Yep. They signed him.
Yep.
And that's the reason why.
Then how do you know that number? It's a non-disclosure.
In private investigations, dude, they find this stuff all the time. They didn't come to these women. The rest of the women, the
Yeah,
60, the other ones did not come forward.
Yeah, just
they got dug out. They didn't come forward. They did have one that said I was thinking about coming forward, and I was like, and then just backed out of it. I think I read one of those.
Yep.
But all the
Okay, for those 66, were all those NDAs willingly signed then?
yeah. I'm gonna say yes.
Then why are we
Because
talking-
you didn't have to show up because there was over. That's what the mass number was. There was like what 3 times the amount of like trying to get them. You know, like invitations or whatever. I'm like, because I think, was it you that even said that? And I was like, well, we send out invites to things and our odds aren't quite the same, you know?
Yep.
So that's going to happen, but you get what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I just wish.
So they knew what they were doing. Maybe not to the full extent. I don't know exactly full thing, but they signed the non-disclosure.
Yep.
So the 24 cases that we have open are the ones that did not sign a non-disclosure then?
No, they did too.
They did too.
Yeah.
All right.
See, this is where I got to be careful with my answer because you know me, and you too, Cristiano Ronaldo raped a woman. Full-blown rape, no denial, and had her sign a non-disclosure and gave her money.
Right.
Obviously, it has affected her, and she came out with it afterwards.
Yeah.
Just because they signed a non-disclosure, you raped a woman, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know? Okay. And this could be esque too. Like that non-disclosure could be very vague. It could be literally, hey, you can't take any pictures, no cameras or anything because I'm Deshaun Watson, because I'm famous. You know, like any other thing like that. It may not say anything about on there that they like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and become a pervert.
Yeah.
You know, a creep.
Yeah.
Pervert or creep. But you know what I'm saying? It's like that they might not have signed that. That part, like, hold on, that wasn't in the fine print, I don't think.
Right.
And maybe it was. I don't know. It isn't like I have it in front of me, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't. There's not enough evidence to know like how bad he actually is or whatever. But there's history of him doing things like what. And what I mean is like, is he forcing them to do this or is he just suggesting and they do it? Right. There's a difference there to me. That's what I mean.
But you still have.
But he has a history even back in college, right, of something like this.
Yep.
I don't remember the whole story. So it definitely. I tend to lean like he's definitely creep, you know.
Yeah,
versus,
definitely creep. Yeah. No,
yeah.
I'll say that loud and clear. I think
Yeah.
he's definitely creep, but he has his thing. And these women, maybe they do or don't know what they're walking into. I don't know if they do know fully.
Right.
But to a certain extent, it's like, well, just leave. I don't know. Like the suing and everything is purely about money. Because if that happened, let's say you're not world famous, but you have enough money on a regular basis to go get massages, and this is your thing. Do you think they'd be suing you if you flipped over? You know what I'm saying? The same thing. They'd probably just throw it and get the fuck out, like, you nasty son of a bitch, and then they'd maybe put you on blast on Facebook or.
Well, they tried to take it to criminal court, right, and it didn't work out.
Well,
so now it's like.
Well, that's one of the steps, though. That's what a lot of people forget. That's one of the steps. When you're in a lawsuit, you want it to be criminally charged because it's almost a slam dunk for the lawsuit to go. That's what I'm getting at. That you want that. So that was a loss for the lawsuits, because it went through criminally and like he was actually getting charged or going through court proceedings for it and going in front of a jury and all that shit. That's a win for the lawsuits. That's all that. That's one of the steps.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he didn't do anything illegal. That isn't what I'm getting at. But that's one of the steps that when you're trying to get money off of somebody, you want that to fall in place because it makes it so much easier for your lawsuits to fall in and you're going to start collecting.
Well, it's funny, 10 years from now, we're probably going to be laughing about it because Deshaun Watson's going to be picking up trash alongside the road.
Oh, okay.
Or on the back of a trash truck,
Okay.
one of the two. He went from $230 million, lost it all. Good for him. And it's good. And it's gonna be better too because they're gonna be like, "Oh, you got this contract."
So, are you under the belief that the NFL should just give him a lifetime ban?
Oh, he's done.
No,
The man should
no. They'll let him play again. I'm asking you whether you believe
They will not let him play again.
they will. Yes, they will. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You're crazy.
I'm being dead serious. This is
Calvin Ridley gets suspended for $1,500.
Yep. But that's 1 year, and he's still going to come back, even though that we believe it's way over fucking.
Depending on what happens in this case, Deshaun could play this year, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's done.
No. Come on. I'm asking you. My opinion. My question for you was: do you believe that they should?
Yeah.
Because they're not going to. You think they should lifetime ban him?
Lifetime ban.
And you should, and you don't get any of that money, which they can't do because it's already signing bonus anyway.
No, this is going to be so much better. I want him to get the $230 million so that he can reward it to his victims.
Okay. But I'm going to let you know now he will be playing again. He'll probably be playing again this year yet.
And I just want to be
We
straightforward.
may have to change. We'll have to wait for Rio, or we can do it now, and then Rio can throw his in when he gets back. But I may want to change my suspension games-wise that
Yeah, I think it'll be
we're
longer
talking.
than what we talked
It's going to
about.
be probably 10 now. I was leaning 4 to 6.
Yep.
And I'm not saying his accusers are lying, but if it does come out they're lying, what? Well, then they might as well just be in his shoes then. They should lose everything.
The hard thing is, you wish there was some kind of video or something. Like, was it he was a piece of shit and he forced him to do this? Or did he use, like, his swag or whatever and, like, hey, let's do this? They did it, and then they regretted it after, right? There's a difference between being forced to do something and then regretting it later.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I struggle because I don't know. I don't know what he's like. I don't know if that's, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you use the term victims. That's why I'm bringing this up, right? Yeah. Because you've regretted. You told a story the other day that I'm sure you regret, right?
Yeah, I was a victim.
Right. So that's the difference, and that's why I kind of struggle. I'm in between. I don't really know, man.
No,
Yeah,
I am too. But
I would like to see a hell of a lot more rock hard evidence, obviously. But I think we're beyond that. Obviously, stuff happened. We've agreed on that. It's whether they felt weirded out by something, like maybe they knew it was kind of going that. Maybe it wasn't spelled out. This is what's going to happen, but maybe it was going down that route, like what you're talking about, like the swag, and you're playing little by little, and then all of a sudden it turns like that.
Oh, I dropped my towel. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, but then all of a sudden it turns into the erection and then flip over. You know what I mean? Like it's like, all right, it's all cute and everything up until it gets like until it's over the edge.
Yep.
And that's the over the edge, right?
Yep.
And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about the money part because we see this all the time where people will sue for the dumbest of shit.
Yep.
We see them sue because
their coffee was hot.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about even like the sexual stuff. Like they sue and come to find out that that woman, literally there's a video that comes out that shows that the woman was enticing the man.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that's the case here. So let's make that very clear. I'm not saying that's the case. He obviously, there's something. I think it was sold under one pretense and then elevated. And all of a sudden just like, all right, here we are. And it went over the edge.
I'm going to believe 24 women, but, you keep assuming that he flipped over.
They all said it. You said you believe the women. Literally 24 women said he did.
No. I know. I understand that. But like, what if he was into like some weird shit?
Oh, Jesus. Pegging is what I'm talking about.
Well, then it's on them then because they were pegging him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, calm down.
Which way's that NDA go now?
Right. Well, who is it? Your boy Odell likes to get shit on?
Oh, Jesus.
There was no NDA in that one, was there?
Fuck you.
That was a scorned woman that was not happy and let it all out.
You remember when he played for the Giants and he was him in that net? They kept getting that I knew he wasn't right then.
Commanders defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio apologizes after calling Capitol insurrection a dust-up. That's our boss.
Sorry, I won't do it again.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So you remember the Trump, when Trump was losing office, a lot of people rioted or they stormed Capitol Hill, which is a different, conspiracy corner, a different time.
Stormed the Capitol.
Yeah,
Oh, are we going there?
Oh, we're not going to go there. Not tonight. You need to come. You need to come on the one with Rio too, because I know Rio wants to bite at that one too.
Right.
Hold on. Did you show him the one I sent you?
No, I haven't yet. That's good though.
So you have to. We're in the day and age that you have to apologize for everything you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Especially, that's a hot topic, right? So, don't want to deal with the repercussions.
Yeah. What's this? I mean,
That was so good. You made Jimmer gag.
Yeah.
He hasn't done that in a long time.
All right. So I remember them riding Capitol and all that. Yep.
So he apologized for calling it a dust-up instead of a riot.
Well, gas has price been going up ever since.
No
You're
shit.
not wrong.
Yeah.
We're at what, $5? We're at $5 a gallon in Iowa.
The average across the country is $5 a gallon for the first time ever.
We're at 5,
Yeah.
aren't we?
That's
Or we're at 4.80.
We're close to 5.
California has 9,
Some spots, yeah.
8, 9.
Yeah, well, they got the money for it.
Not the regular average citizen.
Everything
I don't care.
there's expensive,
90% of their
Everything.
population is in OnlyFans. Come on now.
Is that a real number?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I was going to say.
It's like, Jesus.
Good God.
That's impressive.
We all need to stay home.
Browns excused Baker Mayfield from mandatory minicamp in mutual decision.
That's the only thing mutual going on there.
No doubt.
The team said Wednesday that it was a mutual decision and best for both parties.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Baker's getting the short end of the stick a little bit more than he should. But of course, he's not going to come. He's just going to disrupt it because he's not going to be happy. With that said, mutual makes sense. Yeah.
So who?
Well, I don't know if he had already showed up. That's my point.
Did they say he did?
It says he was excused from mandatory minicamp. So minicamp started a few days ago.
Oh.
So I wonder if he showed up and he's already like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. You know, I don't know if that's the case. I just mean, like, I'm getting at, like, he's not going to play a snap. This is the reason why I need Rio here for this one. He's not going to play a snap for the Browns. It will not happen. Right. Don't care if Deshaun misses the whole season. He will not play a snap. He shouldn't. And he shouldn't. I agree, 1,000%. Yeah. You go out there. Well, first off, all you can do is hurt yourself, right?
Yep.
And a team that doesn't want you, so all you're doing is helping them. You might as well do one of these, Miami. Just reach back. 'Cause that's all it's going to be. I guarantee it'll be something like that.
They did want him though.
No, they didn't. If they did, they would have him.
Yeah, okay. If they didn't get Deshaun Watson.
Nope. They didn't sign him before that.
No. If they didn't get Deshaun Watson, do you think they go and get somebody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I can agree then.
Because he was going to be. If they wanted him and they believed in him, they would have signed him. And because there was plenty of time before that.
Yeah.
Before they knew Deshaun was even. Like, because all the criminal case was still going on. Then the sexual case or the lawsuits were going on at that point. None of us thought the Browns of all teams were involved in Deshaun in any way, shape, or form. It was always Miami, first off.
Well,
so they never gave him an extension. So if they wanted him, they would have rolled with him right then and believed in him.
Yeah, the biggest thing that hurt him was Odell's dad putting out that video.
Yeah.
And then Odell succeeding and playing well after he left.
Yeah.
Ugh.
where at?
Yep.
That killed him.
Where at, Dan?
I don't know. This team.
Chargers,
West Coast?
Chargers,
Yeah,
superior LA
Seahawks.
team.
Seahawks, it might have been.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
No, the Chargers can't. The Chargers can't fill that stadium with their own fans. It's everyone else's fans.
That's the truth.
It's another home game, travel home game for everybody else.
My favorite Baker Mayfield memory is when he finally unlocked all the beer in Cleveland. Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember it, Danny?
No.
So in Cleveland, there was like machines full of Bud Light everywhere.
Okay.
Like in bars and maybe even I don't know for sure, but like random places.
Okay.
And the only way they could be unlocked is when the Browns finally won their losing streak, or won a game out of their losing streak. You know what I'm saying?
For the season, yeah.
Yeah.
I assume. Yep.
Yeah.
Had a winning season?
No, I think
made the playoffs.
I think it was killed their losing drought.
Oh.
Because then
they
they
had a
lose
long
like
streak
They
there.
almost 2 straight seasons,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because they won game 1 of one season, whatever
Yeah.
year that was, and then they went all the next year.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so like all the fans would watch all the games, and then literally like when they won the game, there was like digital locks that just fell off. It was
That's
so
fucking
it was
awesome.
so cool.
That's awesome. Still, I don't know where he's going. I don't know if it's going to be this season. I just know he's not going to play for the Browns. Seattle doesn't want to win. Like they don't want to win this season. They're tanking. Anyone that's a Seahawks fan, I'm telling you now, you may not want to believe it, and I know your competitive edge, they are tanking. Otherwise, they would go grab a Mayfield who could get you right around 500 when you have other talent around him. And you do. They have receivers. They have running backs.
They have running backs, yeah.
So and the defense is rebuilding, has been rebuilding for a couple years now. So that's getting better. That's my point. They're tanking, so they're not going to go grab a quarterback that can make them better. You're going to roll with the Geno Smith and a Drew Lock. That's what you're going to roll with.
Yeah, unfortunately, they got to wait 3 years.
3.
Yeah, before they even think about getting a quarterback.
They can get it this next season. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
In the draft.
Aaron Donald's got another 3 years.
True.
I don't want to put a rookie up on that. No way.
They're going to. His only hope is like Carolina. What they would want is a perfect scenario for him. I was thinking about this. A perfect scenario for Baker Mayfield is that the Panthers start off a little hot. And what I mean by hot is they're winning. They win kind of like last year. They win 3 games in a row. They win it in spite of quarterback play. As in defensive plays, maybe running the rock, stuff like that. Not good quarterback play, and they're barely winning. Let's say 3 points or less each game. And then they lose a couple in a row because of quarterback play. Hold on, we were winning when right here. Let's grab him. Let's Baker's right here instead of either a rookie, which they could roll with, or bringing Cam back, which I doubt is going to happen, or Sam Darnold. Unfortunately, it's one either that or a quarterback going down midseason or before the trade deadline. An injury.
Yeah, that's probably the most likely scenario, right? Quarterback goes down, backup's got to come in. They need a backup. We're going to trade for Baker, but we're not going to give you shit. And I don't know if the Browns are going to want to, trade to a team like that because they're not going to want to give up a lot. So, it's probably the best scenario, though.
The last report we knew
likely
was literally they couldn't get him because nobody wanted to pay his salary. That they wanted the Browns to eat that salary, and then we'll take him.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't either. I'm not going to pay. Well, if I'm the Browns, I'm not going to pay a salary for somebody that's going to literally play for another team. I'll cut him, and yes, I'm technically paying him, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trading him and still paying him.
It's different.
It's a weird. I know it's same. Apples, oranges, but
at least you might get something.
Yeah.
If you trade,
it's called a caps. That's a cap space move.
Okay.
You trade him and play him.
It's still the same cap.
Yeah,
and
even if you cut him, yeah.
Yep. And that one.
No, I'm just trying to do the. Well, however they did. No, never mind. I'm lost.
I got you.
I'm lost.
The Big 12 Conference will distribute a record $426 million of revenue to its 10 schools for the 21-22 school year.
You say that number again?
$426 million.
Look.
Nearly 25% increase over last year and 10% higher than its peak before the pandemic. Goodbye after Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
But $426 million. Okay.
That's nuts.
What are we throwing for next year for them? Because was it the next year they lose them?
Yeah, I think they moved it up. Yeah, they moved it up because it was 25, but then they said after 20.
Because I think they're bringing their cats in.
Yep.
So I think it's after this season, I want to say.
I think you're right, too.
What do you think that number goes to?
God. At least cut in half, man.
Shit.
$1 billion.
You think it's going the other way?
This is going up. Texas is going. Let's throw the money.
Tim Tebow, Alex Smith, Ryan Leaf all highlight the first team candidates on the ballot to the College Football Hall of Fame. It was announced Monday. Other notable names as first-time candidates: Oklahoma State wide receiver Justin Blackman, Oklahoma linebacker Rocky Kalmus, Penn State running back Kajana Carter. I don't know if you remember him or not. Oregon running back LaMichael James, Boston College linebacker Luke Kuechly, D lineman for Oklahoma, Dewey Selman, and Memphis running back D'Angelo Williams. Former All-Americans Dallas Clark and Robert Gallery are also listed on the ballot. Former Hawkeyes.
Do you know where Dallas Clark lives?
In Iowa, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Livermore.
Livermore, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. Nope, I didn't know that. So I imagine it's south, like southeast Iowa.
Oh, it's like straight south of Algona.
Yeah, he has his own golf course.
Okay. Nice.
The only reason I know that was when I farmed for my dad. We had to drive by his house every day.
Big old house?
It's just right in town next to a shit school with a little
No,
shit.
it's not.
Yeah.
He lives there, or is that was his childhood home?
I'm pretty sure he lives there. As far as my family told me, he lives there.
It's a big ass house.
It's like right in town. It's not.
So it's not a big house.
It's nothing extravagant.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy.
Cool. We can hit him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hey, Dallas, you ain't doing shit. Come on over.
He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, pop over.
The first thing I thought of, though, with that list, Ryan Leaf. It's too bad. The name always makes me sad.
Number 2 pick. Any other surprises? Any of those guys that should be in there? Not should be on the list. What I'm saying is who should go to the College Football Hall of Fame.
Did you say
right
Alex Smith was on that list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tebow for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a slam dunk, right?
That should be the first.
Yep. I don't know how Kuechly played in college. He was amazing as a pro. I don't know the stats and stuff on college, though, but I would imagine him. Blackman was good.
He was special at Oklahoma State. He really was.
Yep.
And he was good for the 1 year, 1.5 years, whatever he was in the league.
Yeah.
LaMichael James was a little special there for Oregon.
Yeah.
That was like kind of like the start, or just the a little past the start of the Oregon run, or the change in culture there.
Yep.
To how we know it today. D'Angelo Williams, I do remember him being a monster for Memphis. And if we're saying any one of these, Dallas Clark should be in there, but that's also a little biased.
Of course he should.
Duke hires former Nike NBA staffer Rachel Baker as GM to aid players in nil. So here we go.
Yeah. It's basically agents, right? Like, all right.
A GM in college, which we kind of knew was going to go, right?
Who is?
So did you take your medicine before you came?
Not today.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Weird.
I had to take them both at work.
Duke hired former Nike and NBA staffer Rachel Baker as GM to aid players with their nil. So a college team.
Yeah, it's kind of like Urban Meyer. I think that's his role in Ohio State. Is something, I don't know if that's a title, but he's there for nil specifically. So more and more teams are going to do that, and kids are going to get paid. These big schools, it's going to be super lopsided soon, man.
So we started seeing this. I didn't touch on this last one, but where we're going to get affected. You good?
Come on, man. We're on camera.
I didn't mention this the other day, but Charlie Jones entered the transfer portal for Iowa. So anybody that watches Iowa football knows that Charlie Jones is one hell of a special athlete, right? Kick returner, punt returner, doesn't get utilized enough as a wide receiver, but that's just Iowa football, right?
Yep.
None of them really get utilized like that. And he entered the transfer portal. He didn't enter the transfer portal because he didn't have his niche, or that he wasn't getting some sort of, I think he was getting a little bit of compensation and stuff from one of the locals, but these are the ones that they're going to pull. You know what I'm saying? These are the guys that like are special, that are fat, like that are special athletes, right, that are maybe a little under the radar that you won't know, or that if it isn't your university that you don't know. We're talking about the big boys. Those are going to happen. That was big boy to big boy.
Right.
You know, the Oklahoma Sooners to to USC. That's big boy to big boy. You know?
Yep.
The Sooners brought in people too. You know what I'm saying? It's these guys that can go get something that you're not going to think anything about until they're actually tearing it up next year with their next school that paid them. Yeah,
I really wish the way the recruiting went, since NIL is turning into a huge thing, is you have to recruit them the old school way first. You have to say, this is how big of a part you're going to be of the offense, defense, whatever. Here's how we can fit you in, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know what? NIL comes after. If you choose to come here, then we figure out what you can get paid. But instead, it's like literally all you have to do is say, we can float you $1 million, and you come to our school,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I don't like that as much, but Miles disagrees.
I disagree.
Go ahead.
If you're 18 years old, go out and get that bag.
Oh, no. No, I'm with you. And Danny leans more that way. He just wants a little more regulation.
Well, hold on. No.
I'm not saying
Rio's about the regulation. I'm not
Okay,
about,
yeah, my bad.
It's not regulation. I don't
Rio
care
does
what the
want
kids.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't care what the kids get paid. They need to get paid.
Yes.
The NCAA makes way too fucking much money off these kids, and all they do is give them an education. I shouldn't say it like that, but all they do, right? $60,000 whatever education. What I'm saying is for the sake of competition. Yeah. Like I want the kids to get paid. But I don't think it's fair for the big schools to recruit based on the fact that they've got
because they had the
way
most
more
money. Yeah, because they had the most money.
That's it.
That's what I mean. So restrictions for the university, so where they can't just go in and, bulldoze over like the mids or for ours it'd be Iowa State.
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty much saying don't Rick Pitino him.
Okay. What I'm saying, and I always have said, is the kids should get paid 100%, and you shouldn't be restricted on if somebody wants to come give you $1 million, there should be no goddamn restriction on that. They like the way Danny spreads fucking peanut butter on that bread.
That's right.
And they want to pay you $1 million, but then someone comes and tells you like, you know what? They only can give you so much. We're putting a restriction on that much, because it's only fair. There should be absolutely no restriction on that part. What they need to do is what you're saying is the people that are trying to hand the money over be like, hold on, we need to calm you down a little bit, like how you're doing this. Like, don't care how much money you're giving them, but we find out you need to hit them stiff and firm with it. And that is, we catch you going outside and doing this, and you're literally coming out of your university's pocket. Because that's another thing that has been there too. They say boosters all the time, blah, blah, blah. We find out you have this, you do this, and this, and it's bad. Or you do this one thing. You slap them hard. You take mass amount of scholarships away. You're playing with walk-ons for the next 5 years.
Yep.
That's how you like keep that as legit as possible. You don't talk money during this interview in any way, shape, or form. You were talking about the education. The nil, like you said, the nil will take care of itself. We're here to talk why we want you on our team. Besides, just why we want you on our team and at our university. That's what it should be right there. The nil will take care of itself.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like we're just free agent signing. That's make the money, as much money as he possibly can. Control the schools and the boosters to the sense of not what they can give, how they do it. You need to do something. You get what we're saying now?
Yeah, but I still think the NCAA still makes the same amount of money, though.
They make a stupid amount of money. Yes.
No, this won't affect the NCAA, though. This is coming from the schools.
No. It's individual, yes. That's what we're saying. This is for the fans.
Yeah.
The fans are getting hosed if they're losing their recruits.
Yeah.
The fans of the smaller schools or the schools that aren't the blue bloods, if you want to put it like that, the Michigans, the Ohio States, the Oklahoma, Texas, Alabama, USC, UCLA.
Yeah, it's not. We're not saying it's taken away from the NCAA, but it's actually given to the kids. That's why we agree with that, right?
Yeah, we agree on that part.
Yeah.
We're not saying that. We're just saying us as fans, our universities. It already was pretty damn difficult and damn near impossible for us to go to a national championship anyways. Now you add something where you're losing. You might have had the inside edge one time. One time you had that special athlete, like he really liked your university. You know what? You can't give him the $1 million. We don't have the $1 million. We don't have that type of booster to hand you that mil. This one over here is, even though he likes your school more. Then it comes down to money, and I understand that.
Right.
That's what we're saying. Like, you gotta, but they didn't even do it by recruiting. They talked the money right out of the gate. Here's the $1 million. That's what he's saying. Like, hey, we're gonna give you $1 million just to sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, since we've been talking about cap, put a cap on every school and make it all equal.
Could, but then you tell them boosters that they can't get money to their school too. That's the reason why this is such an ugly position that they're in.
It's a really tough one.
It's a really, really tough one. It is. And I don't know.
Go Kentucky.
Go Kentucky.
Calipari. That piece of shit.
They had a pretty good football team this last year, Miles.
They did.
So
They do.
Well, he's got enough money. He'll just dish it out.
Hey, how did Kentucky do football in their bowl game?
They lost.
Who they lose to?
they lost, is what he said. Miles, who'd they lose to?
Iowa.
We can't hear you. They can't hear you in the back.
The Hawkeyes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you. But good season for you guys.
We should have won.
I'm going to kick to my second to last one because the other one's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
LeBron James says he wants to own an NBA team in Las Vegas. I don't know if you guys know this, but he reached the $1 billion club. Forbes put out, like about a month ago?
First active
and North American athlete, right?
Yeah, I think.
Or the guy, one of those soccer players had to over there,
probably.
right?
Yeah.
Soccer, whatever. I don't even know how that shit goes pay-wise over there.
Miles, you're a big LeBron fan, so what do you think?
I think he's a great guy. Not.
What? Did you see that he's opening another I Promise not
it's a
school but
medical
medical facility for his just loving kids and hospitals and take care of his community. But yeah, he's a piece of shit human.
That's because he has $1 billion and needs tax write-offs.
He could literally put that tax write-off literally anywhere else instead of helping kids and
I got one for you.
Underprivileged families that can't pay for medical.
You're so proud of this guy, right?
Yeah.
Worst actor in history.
Okay. It's fair. It was a bad movie.
Worst actor.
It was a bad movie.
That was you ruined Space Jam. LeBron.
So there was two flaws to that. I don't even know which one to blame more because it was a bad movie. I don't know if it was how they wrote that shit. See, I'm not saying he was a good actor because he wasn't, but how they wrote that, I'm like, dude, this was nothing. I'm like, this is horrible. The plot of it was horrible.
You know what? Maybe he's not a bad actor. Maybe they set him up for failure.
Hey, have you seen
You know
Trainwreck, Holmes?
Yeah.
Watch Trainwreck. He's not a bad actor.
Yeah, he's pretty funny, actually.
Hey, have you ever watched?
He's very funny in Trainwreck. The cheap ass. He's like, he goes like this. Fuck you, LeBron. Oh no, man.
You remember Tropical Thunder, the movie?
The greatest movie of all time.
This
Tropic
This
Thunder.
man is like the biggest fan.
Okay.
Of it.
And you remember when they made him do the skit, like when they had him as a slave.
Yeah,
they made him do
The Simple Jack.
Yes, Simple Jack. That bit right there was better than the whole Space Jam movie with LeBron in it.
Damn. That's tough. But I can respect that. Tropic Thunder is the greatest movie of all time, so I can get behind it.
Busting Up Bar, Booty Sweat.
Booty Sweat.
Yeah. About the NBA team, though. He's
Well,
been
the way
it's interesting
gone.
because Vegas is one of the spots they're talking about expanding to, too, right?
no.
Vegas, Seattle.
No,
there's
yes.
Three.
No and yes. So during their mid-meetings or NBA meetings, Adam Silver did say that they had no plans for expansion. Going right here. Of course you want the Vegas market. Why do you think all these teams are moving there? The A's want to go there. The Oakland A's want to go there.
I thought there were three spots.
Yeah, that if they did, but I
that's what it was,
just So Silver said that there's no plans for expansion right now. But with him coming out here and saying that, obviously LeBron kind of just makes his own thing anyway, and they're going to listen to what he says. So
Right.
And he will have an NBA team.
There was no plans until LeBron started talking.
Right. And then all of a sudden, but then you bring in one, you got to bring in two. So you have to,
And the Rams never planned on leaving St. Louis.
Yeah. They didn't.
No, you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah,
Like, there's no plans for an expansion, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, there was no master.
There's always something behind the curtain. If they're talking about it, they're just like letting their fans know, hey, when the lawsuit comes, we'll pay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And we're going to get to the big one, at least big one to me. I did some research on this because I want to see what the hell the big deal was all around. And that was the PGA Tour suspends all players taking part in the first LIV golf tournament. In fact, Rocket Mortgage terminates their sponsorship deal with Bryson DeChambeau, cites his ties to the LIV Golf Invitational Series. So, to catch Miles up on this, the LIV is backed financially by Saudi Arabia, and they're basically their public fund. Well, the major contributor to that is the King Prince, whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, Crown Prince, I think is what his term is.
Well, why it's a big deal, Miles, is they have some of the major significant human rights issues going on right now in the last, definitely at least 5-6 years. In fact, one more specifically was Jamal Khashoggi. He was killed. Let's see. All right. October 2nd, 2018. Jamal Khashoggi, a Saudi dissident, journalist, columnist for the Washington Post, former editor of another one, and former general manager, editor-in-chief, blah, 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 was assassinated by agents of the Saudi government at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, Turkey. They do stuff they're very, to dumb it down for everybody else or anyone that's listening, is they're very cruel. We're talking about non-serious crimes, non-major crimes. It isn't like murders and rapes and stuff. They've been known to kill people for way less.
Yeah, he in Jamal's case, he basically said some bad things about the Crown Prince and about Saudi, and they didn't just kill him; they chopped him up, and they even had a person dressed like him, so that way when the cameras saw, they thought he left the building that he was in when they actually were cleaning up and all that stuff. It's pretty. They're intense, man.
And
yeah,
and that's who these people are golfing for now?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to get to that part too. But some of the significant human rights issues include unlawful killings, executions of nonviolent offenses, forced disappearances, torture, and cases of cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment of prisoners and detainees by government agents, harsh and life-threatening prison conditions, arbitrary arrest, detention, and political prisoners and detainees.
Wait, I gotta say something real fast.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me we can prove that about another country, but we can't prove that within our own country?
Prove what?
That kind of fucked up shit. He's going conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Clintons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now.
No doubt.
No, absolutely.
I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to go off the rails here. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Like everything you just read,
Yeah.
I'm like, we can pin that to this family and we know they're doing it.
Yep.
And there's an article about it, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but they don't care. So they don't even try to cover it up. Our U.S. government covers stuff like that up. Their U.S. government, they believe they're right in what they're doing. Or their U.S. government, sorry. Their government or their prince and their beliefs, they believe they're right in what they're doing. That's the difference.
But so if I'm wrong, if you have a prince, he rules all, right?
Yep.
It's pretty much how it goes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little different nowadays, but yeah, basically, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just mean that even if it was like a borderline like government, like it's a group of people, not just a prince.
Yeah.
They still believe what they did was right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. Yep. So the question comes back to these guys. I don't know if you know how much they're getting paid, but some of these guys, Dustin Johnson signed a $100 million deal just to play in it. That's not to mention how much they make if they win the tournament.
And everything else, yeah.
If they end up dead last, I just heard this. If they end up dead last, they still end up with like $170,000 in that tournament. And they already have the 200, and he already has 100 million. Phil Mickelson was reportedly getting 200 million. Blood money is what we're getting at. It's blood money.
No, I understand. I got that. But why are they doing this?
The golfers or the government?
Both.
So let me give you one.
Well, the golfers are doing it for the money.
Right.
Yeah.
Until they get called out on it, and then they say, so I don't know. They try to say, all right, where the hell? So no, I must have just did the search right off that.
I'm just confused why this family all of a sudden is like, hey, we want all you golfers.
He started this league because it's called. That's the reason why I'm trying to get to the direct word that was used. It's the first time I've heard this. I've never seen this be used before. It is sport washing.
Sport washing.
Sport washing. So whenever you have something nasty in your government going on, you It's called sport washing. So they start up a league, and you're thinking sports and thinking happiness and, you know, like whatever, taking your mind off of what is literally going on to try to change the opinions of people.
Danny, you listening to this?
Yeah.
He said we weren't going conspiracy tonight.
This is a conspiracy. It's called sports washing.
No, I know,
But yeah, I know. I got
what do
you.
we do every Sunday?
Conspiracy, yeah. No, absolutely. I that's the reason why my biggest thing when it came to like taking the knee and stuff was literally you didn't do that outside of that. You didn't go on your day off. You did that on your paid day. You didn't go up to the Capitol and sit there for the rest of the other 6 days of the work week and just sit or protest or anything like that. You did it on that one. I like when I'm watching sports, I want to, that's like my break from the reality of life, right? That's, you know, I want to watch it. It's a game. It's a game at the end of the day. You know, that's what, so I want to just watch the game. I don't want to think about real life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be your release. Some people have different releases or the thing that makes them just like right here. You know, that's where kind of where mine was at that time. I'm like, dude, can we just like, so many things are going on in the world. I understand that. I don't want to be a part of that right now. I want to watch 3 hours of my team or another team playing sport.
With 5-minute commercials about who to vote for?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, real quick, let me give you my piece about this. So, I think the PGA is fucking up by suspending these guys and saying you can't play for us because all their talent's going to go over there, and then PGA is going to sink. There's nothing that's going to be able to hold them up if these guys take all their top talent, right? And that's what they're trying to do. Go ahead.
I say, or it could work out for the ones that do stay. 'Cause there's like the Justin Thomases and stuff like that are staying. Now you just thin the field. Now you made it easier for me to get that, and I'm not doing it with blood money. Now you made it easier for me to get that $1 million purse, and I'm not taking blood money, and I'm in the top. You know, then I'm gonna get the FaceTime too.
Yeah,
so I'm not splitting it.
I don't know if the purse is going to be able to be that high if most of the talent's gone.
Maybe, and
right?
that's the other part. Yeah,
going to go down and all that. So you're going to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. All these guys are fine, right? They're they're making plenty of money, but PJ's not. I don't know. I get the human rights violations and all that stuff, but when you just start saying, all right, if you go over there, you're done. That puts you in a tough spot, man.
So I think we've seen the biggest fall off. I don't think it's going to be as bad as what you think, and the reason why I say that is because the biggest fall they could have is when Tiger wasn't involved, and you watch the plummet, right? Because you get the casual fan that were just Tiger fans, right?
Right.
After that, the viewers are the viewers, as in like the golf enthusiasts, the people that watch it regardless. That is who they've already, you know what I'm saying? That's who they've already had. That doesn't change even with the big names because those big names literally just came out of, besides Phil, most of these guys happened in the last like 6 years anyway. You'll just get another wave that want their opportunity. Because this league, especially if you're paying that much money to these guys, they only have a 44-man, I think it's like 44. I think it's 44. 44-man tournaments. It's basically 4 men on a team. 11 teams, I think it must be. I think it was like 44. and that's how they're doing the live tournaments, is what I'm saying. And then you're still going to have these guys. I think the viewers are the viewers with that. How were you watching golf before with Dustin Johnson out there?
No, not much.
But the same guy that is going to watch it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like he was watching it before Dustin Johnson was there. He's going to watch it after Dustin Johnson's there.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you're
They
right.
may lose of some. I'm not saying they're not going to lose any. That isn't what I'm getting at. And the sponsors, they may lose some because, this flux, and then they'll have to build back up again. But I think they're doing it for the wrong reason. They're claiming it's for this, that, and the other. It is purely because you're butthurt because they walked, because they can make more money, because you're not providing more money.
Yeah.
Right? They have certain rules. They have certain things, shit like that. So that's where I think they messed up. Now, if you were purely taking a stand like you guys you didn't say it like this. Literally say it like this, and this is where you get my respect 1,000%. You guys are pieces of shit taking blood money. That's what you're doing. And we're not going to back that. That's you taking a stand on that. Like, hold on. You are suspended and you're not going to come back no matter what. There's no appeal here either. You will not come back because we don't support anyone that supports blood money. Sorry. That's how I go. I mean, that's how. So the first thing I think about is who was it? It was Mickelson. Mickelson was saying that, I'm against all human rights violations and this. I'm like, you literally aren't. You're literally getting paid by the people that are doing it. What do you mean you're against it? If you're against like pedophiles and shit, and a billionaire pedophile comes up and gives you $1 million, are you gonna, or $100 million? You taking that and going to play in his little fucking thing, even though you know what he does? I'm not. I want to be a millionaire. If you're already in the millionaire club, Danny, I'm not saying like where we're from. So don't think about it like that. I'm thinking about like let's say they come and give you
I totally get
10 times your 10 times your salary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally get your point.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's money, man.
Better sign an NDA.
There's a reason why they have to pay that much to get them too, though.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fucking money.
So much money, man.
Granted, we just keep paying for it, the fuel or the oil, anyway. So.
I wouldn't give a shit what he did. Just give me my money.
Oh,
it's my money.
Okay, you're gonna turn it into good money. Then you're gonna wash it and redistribute it in the right way.
No, if I'm going there to golf, the LIV, they're giving me a check, or however I'm getting that money. That's my money.
Yeah,
I'm there to play golf. Well, I mean, come on. You don't think that one bit? Like, I get that you're about the human rights. I am too. Yeah. I'm for those people.
Yeah, but you're not.
But at the end of the day, I can't stop what the fuck's going on there.
Well, why take their money then?
Because we're talking about life-changing money. My life.
But
I mean, don't tell me that that's wrong.
I'm not saying it's wrong. In fact, I've heard a few people say it too. Like, you give me $100 million, it's like, I'm taking that, and I get it, and I'm not busting up on you for doing it because it isn't. What I was hoping you were going to say is I led you to it. Was like, I'm going to take that blood money. I'm going to turn it into good money. I'm going to I'm going to, clean it, so to speak, in the sense of I'm going to do good with it. At least, somebody might have lost their lives. I'm going to build a homeless shelter or something, at least bare minimum, to help save lives. Something like that. Try to take it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, that's what he's going to do.
He's like, yeah, what he said.
I need a tax write-off.
Jeez.
I'm not saying that.
No. I'm not saying you're a bad person for it. I wouldn't do it. Especially when you had an option like that. Would you do that? Would you really do that if you were already getting millions of dollars in the PGA Tour by your own sponsorships and your own brand too? Because you're also making a brand for yourself. Every time you're out there and you're a professional, you're a brand. You're creating a brand on yourself. So every decision you make literally goes towards positively or negatively towards your brand. That is a negative brand right there.
Okay, am I still making more money here than I was with my brand and everything?
And you probably. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it. Okay. Yes.
Say goodbye to my brand.
I see where he
Miles is he's just trying to earn a buck, man. Shit.
It's not about a buck. At the end of the day, I got to look out for my family.
Right, I think you're missing what I'm saying.
No, I totally
PGA Tour, you're already, let's say, for instance, Phil Mickelson isn't hurting. His career earnings are well over $200 million already. He's not hurting.
Okay. How long has his career been?
He has to play the game he loves for a living. That's his job.
How long has his career been?
We'll look it up.
And how much money has he earned?
$200 million fucking dollars. That's a lot of money.
And they're giving him half of it up front.
They're giving him all up front.
Exactly.
You don't need more. That's the greed in the world. He has 200 over that in earnings. You see what I'm saying now?
Man, you would never make it. You would never make it.
No, 200 million. I think I draw the line. Well,
why have 200 when you could have 400?
Jesus.
Quit taking that the wrong way, though.
I'm not taking it the wrong way. When you say it like that, I'm like, hold on. I was trying to put it in context for you, like millionaire to millionaire. You're still a millionaire regardless.
Right.
But I'm still not going to turn out more.
And you get to sleep a little better at night. You still get to go do your commercials and this, that, and the other. KPMG, his main sponsor that's been through with him, basically his whole career and backed him, pulled out because of how he acted, like what he went right there. So someone that supported your whole life, your whole professional life,
Okay.
and you made millions upon millions career earnings. Hold on, you're distracting me. I'm going squirrel moment like you if I don't finish the typing.
I'll send him 10.
Oh, let's see. The PGA Tour has been good to Lefty, with the golfer earning an estimated $925 million on and off the course during those 3 decades.
Okay.
30
There
years,
you go. There you go.
Almost $1 billion in 30 years.
Okay.
Don't give me the $200 million I need bullshit.
No. Now that you put it like that,
Well,
I'm going to stay with the
everything's
PGA.
going to be on everything. Like, no matter if you go there, that's what I'm trying to say. Is that if you're already there as a millionaire,
Yeah.
why would you take that blood money for that? Why would you do that on someone else's life? That's what I was getting at. When you're already a millionaire, you're already set off. Your family is already set off for that generational money right here.
Yeah.
That's generational money. We'll type in Dustin Johnson's.
Well, I imagine they don't get taxed. Imagine since it's overseas and whatnot too, right? So you can just put that money in a bank, so it's even more.
I got one for you, Danny. Do you remember on Rio's ransom?
Dustin Johnson's PGA career earnings. This isn't anything else, just from the PGA Tour. $74 million. I think he lives all right.
Would you take $1 million if somebody just handed you $1 million and said, "Hey,
But you don't know what it is.
you got to hit me up later"?
But we don't know what it is. That's the difference. If he told me what this was, I would not take that $1 million.
It's a good argument here. No, I'm telling you.
$1 million. And you got to go over there and you got to cut that dude up in pieces too. You're the one doing it. Because that's what they did. That's your. So you go over there, you cut up, you shoot, kill, whatever. You take care of it.
No.
Why? It's $1 million. It's life-changing money for you and yours. And yours.
No. I'm still going about the LIV here. But no, I would not. I would not do that.
Why? You're in a different country. You're not going to get prosecuted.
It's not right.
What do you mean it's not right?
It's not right. What they're doing is not right. But if they offer me the money, I'm taking the fucking money. I mean, can you
We're
wrap
not
your
going to
head?
get past this.
Can you wrap your head around that?
What I can, I don't think what you're getting, like, what is too much or not enough for you? Okay, my question is, what's not enough for you and what's too much?
I'm telling you, at that point, my morals are gone.
When you're already
I'm
a
playing.
multimillionaire.
I'm playing for myself then.
That one, no. You're not going to sell me on that. If you're already a multimillionaire, I'm sorry. That's not going to
No, I'm not trying to sell you.
You don't
I'm
need
just
to.
telling you
You don't
what
need to
I
sell
would
me.
do.
You don't need to. Don't even worry about trying to sell me, Alex.
Don't worry, I'd offer you $200 million.
Ooh. Don't get it twisted. Jimmer, think about it.
I didn't say I wouldn't pause. I didn't say I wouldn't pause, but my ultimate choice is going to be no.
Right. I get you.
If I'm already a millionaire, I'm like, dude, actually, I don't need it that fucking bad. Like, millionaire, I have people that can take care of my money and boost it. I am curious, what is
What's your Rio's random question?
Tiger's earning?
That's where I was
120.
going with that. Remember how when Patty was on here?
Yeah.
The question was, would you take $1 million?
Oh, the million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we all said yes.
It's true.
According to Forbes, Woods has made $1.7 billion on and off the golf course.
And he spent $1.3 billion on booze and women.
No, he's a cheap ass. I don't think he paid a single one of those.
Right. Definitely not.
Hey, did you ever buy any Tiger Woods gear?
That's what's that?
Did you ever buy any Tiger Woods gear?
No.
Okay.
The game.
No.
The game, yeah.
Why would you support somebody like that?
That wasn't against their will, Holmes. He just was a freak.
No, he was.
That wasn't against their will. That was like he was married. He was married.
Yeah.
He was doing that behind the back, remember? It was infidelity.
Yes, never mind.
It was cheating.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're compare that to fucking chopping a goddamn reporter up.
I'm sorry.
Same thing.
I'm
Tomato,
sorry.
Tomato over here.
$1.
He's like, oh, you do that? Yeah. I'm sorry.
I couldn't even justify that. Sorry.
Miss you, Miles. And that's what I got, gentlemen. I'm going to hit you with my strange law. I can't wait for the next episode for the strange law, but I got to do this one in Missouri first. The number 4. 4 women may not rent an apartment together in Missouri.
What if it's 5? 5's good? Or
Must
is
be.
4 the limit or the number?
No, it just says 4.
Jesus.
So maybe 5's good or 3's good. I don't know. Or 3 must be good. 4's no bueno.
4's a no bueno.
I don't know what that means. I don't know
What
why.
the hell?
Man, whoever.
You need to have it. Maybe they mean you need to have a pivot. You either need to be a couple, 3, or 5. You need to have a pivot person.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, kind of the tweener.
Yeah, kind of like the human centipede.
Kind of like that chick was in the cuckold situation you had going on. She was the pivot.
She pivoted. She pivoted.
She pivoted.
Telling you right now, if we're going downhill, we're going fast.
I'm like, hold on, is this all right? What was that? He's like, up here, like, stop it. Is that his?
The only thing I could think of why that would be a law is must have been some old dude that made this law when him and his wife lived next door. He's walked outside and he's like, "Oh, these 4 fucking women."
Actually, flip it around. It's the woman. It's the woman.
Oh,
Because the man, because they're out there like mowing their half of the lawn in a
Yep.
bikini or something, or
Yeah.
they're all having a pool party or something. And he's getting caught looking outside.
Yeah, it was a Karen for sure.
It was definitely a character.
yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is, right?
why are you always looking at that window all night?
Yeah,
And she goes over and looks. It's 4 women.
that's a pretty woman. What's your favorite little rascal?
All of them. All of them.
Well, that's what I got, gentlemen.
Easy. Well, I know we're coming up on time. Jimmer's got to get to work here pretty soon. So let's flip it to make sense if you don't think about it for
Whoa,
Miles.
whoa, whoa, whoa. No real ransom? No real random?
No, not tonight.
Yeah, we'll skip it tonight, bro.
We're going to have to skip it. We didn't really prep for that.
Yeah. All right.
Shout out to Bo's Power Washing, though.
Yep. The bow.
Belmont, Iowa.
You can think about it for a second.
Oh, I already got it.
You do?
Yeah, it's the twins one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Miles
yeah.
twins.
That's right. Yeah, we talked about that. All right. Hit it, baby.
And them twins.
Wow.
Quarterbacks eating dirt. Pom-poms and short skirts.
Twins. Is this another Two Moon story?
What?
Is this another Two Moon story? Is that
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, except there was a darker moon this time.
Here we go.
It was a solar eclipse.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess, I hate to have all my stories have to involve, my old times and drinking, but, back then your boy would do about anything. So, I get a call one night. I'd actually been setting tobacco all day and drained by the sun, and I get a call from my buddy. He goes, "Hey, Miles, there's this girl over here that wants to meet you." And I'm like, "Oh yeah?" And he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, So then I kind of go home, and then, everybody needs booze now, and for some reason, I must have looked old enough. I just walk in and walk out with it, So I finally make it over to this place, and we're all out there, and lo and behold, there's a set of twins there. They're good looking. I mean, I end up dating one of them, but let me go on with the story first. So anyways, I'm there at this party, and we're all drinking. We're having a good time, and I'm flirting with the, one of the twins, and then my buddy's kind of getting with the other one there, and things are taking off. And so before I go too far into the story, I want you to know my buddy that got with the other sister there, the twin, he was like 125 pounds, maybe like 5'6", right? I know
Okay.
I know it's a random stat to throw at you right now, but anyways, just keep that in your head. So,
So it's good. Okay.
so we're playing pool, and this chick that I'm trying to get with, you know, she's just, you know, laughing, having a good time. And then she's kind of like, I don't know, seeming like she's not interested anymore. Or maybe she's playing hard to get. Don't know, don't really care. Anyways, so we're playing pool. And my buddy that I just got done telling you about, his sister walks downstairs. And when she walks downstairs, 2 other girls walk downstairs. And when they're walking down the stairs are flexing.
Oh. Big old girls is what you're saying.
All 3 of them.
Okay.
All 3 of them. And 1 white girl, 2 black girls. Okay.
Okay.
And your boy would always want to be with a black girl.
So your mouth starts drooling?
No, I'm not drooling. I'm still looking at the one girl I want to get with, right? But she's over there just playing.
But he's like, my fantasy and my fallback plan is sitting right there.
Yeah,
over there
hold
on
on.
the couch.
And then, you know, so I'm looking at, you know, the girl that's ignoring me now. And I'm like, I just look at my buddies and he's like, you know what? Like, well, I was like, I just want a blowjob tonight. Don't care where I get it. And my buddy goes like, not by my sister, right? And I look over at her and I'm like, ugh, not by her.
not anybody.
You're like, maybe you, but
But the other 2 options weren't any better.
oh man.
So, you know, I'm still down there. They walk upstairs. And, you know, now she wants to come over and give me, the girl I was talking to wants to give me some attention. And I'm just like, fuck you. Just straight up. That's straight up what I did. I just said, fuck you. And I looked at my buddy. I said, hey, I'm going to go upstairs. So I go upstairs to this bedroom that these 3 girls are in.
Bonk chick.
So I'm stumbling at this point, but I make it up there. And they're actually on the floor, and they're playing Call of Duty. And they're, like, playing against each other, you know. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm good at this game. Let me see that controller, right? And I'm like playing the game, and then I'm like, oh shit, I remember what I came up here for now. And I was like, hey, anybody want to give me a blowjob?
Jesus Christ. You're smooth as fuck, Miles.
There was no line,
so graceful.
No, you just got to feel confident at that point because if you get turned down, you're getting turned around. So
the batting percentage with the 3 of them right there should be pretty good, right?
Right.
Like, you guys should be so lucky.
I was hitting every pitch.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, I make it up there. Or, anyways, I said I would. Jesus. I was like, I want a blowjob, right? And one girl's, you know, that's my buddy's sister. So I'm like, no. And then the other girl, no. And then I look at the other girl and I'm like, yeah, right? But wait, she was the biggest. And the blackest.
Oh man, Miles. Here we go.
Here, now this is where it picks up, boys.
Oh, what?
Yes.
What? Oh, you have my attention.
So I walk downstairs with this girl, and I make sure to walk by the girl
No, you didn't.
that I wanted to get with.
Oh my god.
And she just, and like, so we walk by the pool table, and all my friends are like, "What the fuck, Miles?" And I'm like, "I'm doing it. I'm getting that blowjob." So I
He was like fucking strutting with her.
Oh, I was.
Puffing the chest. I could just see it.
So I make it in the bedroom with her, which was right across from the pool table I'd been at all night. So I close the door real fast after I, stick my head out. Close the door, and I'm getting a blowjob.
So proud of you.
And it's the best. Like, it was the best. I'm like, damn. Well,
So you made the best choice of your life that night, possibly, when it came to
at the time, it was the best. Okay.
now.
Apples to oranges, whatever. mouth to mouth.
Now you're, there's a reason why you're getting married here soon. That's
Yeah. Oh God, dude, way young at this time. Okay, way young.
For fuck's sake.
Loving every minute of it, right? I'm enjoying it. It's going great. And then, so that's, she finishes me, whatever, Fuck it, I can't stop there.
No. No.
Oh, yeah.
Miles.
Yeah.
You lost in it?
I don't know. I just know it, like, the next day, she's like, messaged me, like, trying to hit me up. I'm blocking her on everything. Like, I don't want to remember this. Her name was Dayelle, right? And all my buddies go, Day who? Well, anyways. Oh, shit. Should have probably left that out. Anyways. So like,
I'm sure she's not the only one with that name.
So anyways, I end up sleeping with her. And that morning, or no, actually, yeah, whatever. That morning, she's getting up, like, off of me.
You fell asleep with her on top
No,
of you?
like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
cuddled up on you.
yeah,
Okay.
somewhat.
All
Have
right.
you seen Road Trip?
So anyway, she's getting off of me, right? And she pushes on my chest to get
Oh,
up.
boy. Collapse your fucking lungs or what?
And I'm in pain. I'm hurting. And like, she's getting up like... She leaves. I walk out of that room butt naked to find that girl that I was talking to.
No.
You see what you made me do?
She goes, "What happened to your chest?"
Oh, my God. Dude, that's fucking
It
hilarious.
turned purple that fast. From her pushing off of me, my chest was purple.
Oh, my God, dude.
And then this is when I hear one of the funniest jokes of my life. My buddy goes, "Hey, did my dad bring you down flour last night?" I was like, "No, why?" "How the fuck did you find the hole?" And then, so long story short, end up, I don't know what happened, but I got with the twin.
I think my favorite part of that story is you walk out naked and that girl notices your chest before anything else. That's pretty great to me, Miles. I love it.
The bush was bigger than the bean.
So hold on. So that I get my head wrapped around everything I just listened to.
I know.
In a nutshell, you banged a biggie
Yep.
to get back at a hot twin
Yep.
because she was giving you attention. Then you walk out there showing that you were physically abused in front of her, and you made her feel guilty for pushing you into the big girl.
I did.
And then she ended up dating you after that. So it worked.
Man, it worked.
And you got one of the best blowjobs you ever had in your life at that point.
Yes.
I didn't hear
Among
anything.
other things.
Yeah,
But
I made her sign an NDA.
there you go.
doesn't mean it can't come back. She may be chalking her off like, don't tell anybody that I had that.
She's probably one of your biggest fans now. Do you remember that one time? You mean the only time you got laid?
Oh.
Jesus.
That makes sense if you don't think about it. But it
Definitely
kind of
does.
did make sense all at the same time. It came back around and worked for you.
Yeah.
It did.
Once
but,
you wrap it around.
Huh?
Once you wrap the story around.
Oh, God. I thought you said something else.
Don't you didn't wrap it?
No.
You drop a
Oh
baby
my
in there,
God.
Miles?
I don't know. But my papa used to make fun of me for it. He's like, she called. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're behind. He goes, what kind of bird can't fly? I'm like, I don't fucking know. A jailbird. I'm like, why would I be a jailbird? You're 12 months behind.
Damn, man.
Just every day. Just something random.
Damn. So words of wisdom, Miles.
If she's too big, turn down, turn around.
I like it. She's too big. To
Jesus.
oh, fuck.
Miles. Never gets old.
It never gets old.
It never gets old. It's more shocking dude, it was a good enough story even up till the going up for the video game. He's like, this is where it got weird.
This is where it picks up,
That's where
gentlemen.
it picks up. Appreciate you, Miles.
I just think of all the things I've done.
Yeah. Well, hey, you wouldn't have these stories if you didn't go through that shit.
Yeah.
You still think they think about me?
Oh yeah, I guarantee got brought up at least in one conversation, right?
You'd be like,
Maybe all three of them when they get together, if they're still friends at some,
no, don't say all three. It was only one.
No, I didn't say he went with all three. I'm saying when you went up there to play video games, all three, they're like, hey, you remember when he walked in here, play video games, and said, hey, I want a blowjob? Who's gonna do it? Would you have taken the sister?
No.
You liar.
No. She was white. Dude,
Yes.
I told you I got to live out one of my fantasies right then. It was happening.
It was happening.
Yeah.
You got it all.
Shouldn't have.
Yeah, there still might be another kid.
No. No.
You don't know that for a fact. You can't say that with absolute certainty.
She'd be like one of those girls that feature on I went to use the bathroom and it maybe just fell out.
Jesus. Oh my God, I can't take any more. All right.
Oh my God.
Miles,
Just so we're all clear.
you're insane. I guess it's about time to wrap her up, ladies and gentlemen. So if you came across that fucking beautiful story by Miles anywhere, listening to it, seeing video, whatever, make sure you like, subscribe, share, give us a rating. It helps, get the information out to a lot more people.
Yes.
Podcast is available where, Jimmer?
Anywhere and everywhere podcasts are available, except for Facebook.
No more Facebook.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and iHeartRadio, and anywhere else in between.
You damn right. And we love to tell stories. We've had 2 ridiculous stories from Miles here the last couple episodes. So if you can't tell, we love to talk shit and tell stories and hear crazy shit that's happened in your life. So if you have anything you want to share, you want us to tell, you feel like you've got a better story than Miles, go ahead and slide into the old DMs. Dry, wet, doesn't matter. Put some spit on it.
Right.
We'll take that story.
Some flour if it gets too
That's right.
lost.
We'll deliver that story to the masses, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, we got to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening. This is 3 Gig Sports.
We out.
I've been writing, I love it.